Good morning, this is episode 67 of the Asana Morning Podcast. This is a beautiful Monday in France. We have a lot of sun and I think it's going to be a great week. Today I want to talk about Asana Pulse. Asana Pulse is a product we created a couple of years ago, I think, several months at least. And I'm about to train a new team on how to use Asana Pulse this morning, so I thought it was a good topic for today. Asana Pulse is a reporting revolution. That's the name I gave it. It's basically a tool that will allow you to analyze the way you are using Asana, the way that your company is using Asana. It gives you insights on the features that you're using, the data consistency that you have, and just warns you about situations that have to be solved. That's a product I love, and we are using it ourselves. We are having a bit of a trouble to actually convince other people that this is a great tool. I think it's a bit hard to explain, and we might have to find a way to allow people to trial and test the solution. So basically what it does is going through your Asana account all day, every day. So at least once a day, each collector will run and collect data. For example, we have a collector on milestones and approvals, and the code will go through your account and see if you have milestones and approval. It will do the same thing and go through the project that you have, looking at whether or not you customize the icon, the color, the layout that you're using, looking at the dates of the project, the status update, how long it was since you published the status update. Doing the same thing for your goals, making sure that your goals have owners and dates and a period and all of that through your entire account, looking at all the features. And the tool gives you a couple of things as a result. It gives you 3 different scores and prescriptions. So the scores are basically the clarity score, best practice score, and feature score. Clarity score is whether or not your data has coherence, whether or not your data is clean. For example, a goal that is not close, even though it applies to last year, doesn't actually brings uncertainty. It does clutter the tool. A project that hasn't been updated in X days as well brings uncertainty if the status is not up to date. So we put all of this together into a formula that we have and give you a clarity score. We also have a best practice score, basically looking at how many overdue tasks you have. It's a bad practice to have overdue tasks. And also we have a feature score. The feature score is trying to detect whether or not you're using some of the features and giving you a score based on how many features you're actually using, how many subtasks you have, stuff like this. In addition to this, we also list all your members and give them a score as well based on whether or not they have a profile picture, whether or not they have a clear name, whether or not they have overdue tasks. So we try to look at a lot of different criteria to actually rate people. And then finally, we have what we call prescriptions. Prescriptions is basically actions assigned to the Asana Pulse admin in order to fix things. So if, for example, if we detect that someone has, more than 20 overdue tasks, then the admin gets a task telling him maybe that person needs help. If you have a project status that hasn't been republished in a while, again, you get a prescription that tells you that you need to fix things. Every time a new person is actually invited into the account, you also get a task to actually check if who's that person, who invited that person, and make sure that this is not like a data leak that you have within your account. In addition to this, we have daily check-ins that we can create for users. We have the ability to run searches on your behalf and compare the number of results with what is expected to be the number of results. So this is, I think, a very, very powerful tool, and I can't wait to get that tool into the hands of more people, especially this morning as I'm going to be training a new team. So let me know if you're interested in learning more about Asana Pulse, and I'll see you around probably tomorrow. Have a good day.